We are guaranteed a third season in the Premier League with Dover Athletic. We are currently 11th place in the table with 2 games to play. We've got literally nothing to play for. We can't get relegated. We can't really move much further up the table than where we currently are. We could go ahead of Manchester City, who are our first opponents in today's episode. We've also got Burnley, who are currently relegated. So maybe 6 points could be on the board. There's a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, Francis Hudson's joining on a permanent deal. He hasn't scored 7 goals or however many I wanted him to score, but he's actually been pretty good, and I think he's just good, isn't he? He's a useful player. He's actually, I think technically he's better than Rory Allen. And the other thing I want to mention, in 32 league games, Darko has 10 goals and 17 assists. He is the top assister in the league. He is about to break records for the most assists in a Premier League season. Bruno Fernandes, I think, currently holds it. Darko is potentially going to break that record. In between episodes, where did we end off? We ended off around here somewhere, didn't we? We've kind of won games, we've lost games, we've drawn games. We've scored a lot of goals, we've conceded a lot of goals. Ignore the Liverpool game. Erling Haaland still exists and is still very, very good. Yep, he's still very good, and he's just signed a new 2-year contract. So, yeah, Haaland, at the age of 35, is probably going to score a hat-trick against us again. He has scored 260 league goals in nearly 400 league appearances. That's insane. For the penultimate league game of the season, this is what we're going to go for. Pintea, Elliott, Soma, Zawari, and Cameron in defence. I'm trying to get Cameron some game times because basically I think he's good, but he just doesn't seem to perform very well. And also Jim Greig has missed the entire season with a broken leg. He will play the final game of the season because hopefully he's going to be back fit. It's going to be Coadio and Rory Allen in the centre of the pitch. Yes, we are playing Rory Allen as a box-to-box midfielder, despite the fact he's our top goal scorer with 17 goals. Darko, Moreno, Santallan and Hudson will be our main attacking threats. I mean, we're in for a good chance here. Man City have the money, but they don't have the players as far as I'm aware. So we are on TV for this one as well. Our last few matches have not been great. They have not been particularly good games. I think we beat Leeds as the only one of those 5 that was a win. And I said they haven't got the players. They definitely do. Luca, Havertz, Angelo, all very, very good. Saka playing as a left-back, which it's still weird to me that he's a left-back. They've still got Ruben Diaz as well. 20 minutes on the clock, and one of those players, Havertz, has the ball for City on the left-hand side. Plays it backwards to Saka. Where are you going to go? In the middle, Inglese. Long-range effort from Inglese. Hits the underside of the bar. Cameron calmly passes it back to our goalkeeper. And we survive that one. Saka with a throw for City. About 10 minutes left of the first half to play. Saka gets the ball back. Is he going to go for a pass forward? Does find the bigger Lorenzo Luca. Inglese backwards to Diamande. Luca again. Sitting very deep and misplacing a pass as well. Darko to Elliott. Darko, by the way, because he's been so good, I've signed him up to a brand new contract. Who'd have thought? Literally, what, a year and a bit ago? Why is Pintea so far out of his goal? A year and a bit ago, I was going to sell him. Elliott has the ball on the right, crosses in. Darko's there at the front post, and Darko, the former Manchester United man, hits it just over the bar. So half-time is 0-0. It's been relatively even in terms of match stats by the looks of it. I mean, keep going, you're doing all right. Moreno isn't playing well. Santallan, Hudson all not playing well. Soma's not playing well. We're not playing well at all. What am I on about? Inglese with a free kick. 50 minutes on the clock. Globo's there on the volley. It's 1-0. Pintea was well off his line. I don't know what he was thinking coming out for that. I don't even think he was close. Look, he's outside of his 6-yard box. Why did he even start there? Start on your line, fella. So looking at the worst case scenario, we could finish down in 13th place. It's actually not terrible, is it? I mean, we are just playing poorly across the board. Soma's going to come off for Brett Lines. Sure, let's give Brett Lines a game. We're also going to take off Santallan for a central midfielder, Villamaya. Do we do anything else? Moreno can come off as well for Stulic. All of our subs, we're 1-0 down. Most of our team is playing poorly. Darko probably should have come off because he's slightly taken a knock. But he's good. He's arguably our best player this season. Saka's corner. Luca's there. Heads over the bar. Still 1-0 to City. 20 minutes to play. It's probably going to be a 1-0 defeat. Or maybe not. Lines is there. Brett Lines has scored. Brett Lines has just scored. And Darko's got himself another assist. Brett Lines is rubbish. I don't know if you remember this. When we signed him in the summer, he was brought in because he's English. And that's pretty much it. Brett Lines completely unmarked. Terrible defending from City. If we get a point because of that goal, that is insane. Angelo with a corner with 10 minutes to play. It's Callum Doyle at the front post. He gets his first goal of the season as well. It's 2-1 to City. Come on, Brett Lines. Get yourself another one. We've got ourselves a throw through Elliott on the right. Coadio tries to find Darko and can't manage it. It's gone all the way back. What was their goalkeeper doing? He decided to close down their defender. Inglese finds Luca. Back to Inglese. Luca forward. It's not Luca, it's Doyle instead. Now Luca has it. He's massive, isn't he? Lorenzo Luca's what, 6'7"? Something like that? Besic, Inglese. I think Inglese is a very good footballer by the looks of it. He seems to be the one pulling a lot of the strings in the middle of the pitch. Down the left-hand side. Lovely pass to find Callum Doyle into the penalty area. Goes across goal. Could have done with a supporting striker there. Could have made it, well, 3-1. I was going to say could have made it 2-1. It already is 2-1. And that is full time. I mean, it was kind of anticlimactic there. We lose our final game of the season, our final home game of the season, but it was against Manchester City. We now go forward to play our final game of the season against Burnley, and I mean, we should win that one. I'm going to say we weren't good enough. It motivated most people. Only Darko and Duncan Elliott performed there. And I guess Brett Lines, he did score. For the final match of the season then against Burnley, it's going to be Pintea, Barton, Soma Zawari and Jim Gregg returning from a broken leg. This is going to be his 14th game of the season, but obviously the previous 13 were a very long time ago. Elliott and Bean in the middle, Darko and Moreno on the wings, Hudson and Allen up front. I'd normally play a bunch of children, but most of them are out on loan. So, I guess, whilst this match is going on, I can talk about plans for next season. We have got goal scoring down. We can do goal scoring. We have scored a ridiculous amount of goals for a team of our quality and our ability. That is not a problem. The problem is defending. Defending is where we are being let down. We are conceding arguably probably the same amount of goals, in fact, that we are scoring. So if we can shore up our defence, maybe players like Soma and Zawari can get themselves a little bit better. Darko's in on goal here. Darko hits the base of the post and Collins can clear the ball. We almost take the lead. If we can sort out our defence, maybe get in some youngsters, maybe get in a really top quality centre-back, because we are going to finish mid-table in the Premier League. So far, Burnley haven't really done much at all, although, as I say that, we just lose the ball. Mamani, he's going to go for a run, finds Lambert, loses it out though to Darko. Now Barton to Elliott, plays it backwards to Soma. He's going to go for a run. I'm not really sure I'm keen on our centre-backs going for a run, all the way back to Pintea, who is well outside of his area, again. Soma to Darko. Get yourself another assist. Through ball, finds Moreno. First time shot from Moreno. Hits it just wide. I'm also playing Moreno as a Ramdeuter. I don't know whether it's going to work. He's not very good at the moment, so maybe changing up what he's supposed to be doing might be the way forward. Moreno, ball forward, tries to find Rory Allen, the top goal scorer. That's in. That's gone in. VAR, please. We get no VAR from that. I swear that went in. Getting closer to half-time, and it is still 0-0 against a relegated Burnley side. Mamani's gone for a run past Elliott, but that is a superb sliding tackle. And now Soma's going to go for a run again. Just go all the way, mate. Just leg it down the whole length of the pitch. Hudson, through ball, finds Rory Allen. Can he score this time? No, he can't. Majecki comes out, holds on. So far, no highlight has taken place. Which means something's going to happen. And it's going to be a goal for Burnley. Soma doesn't quite get there. Calvo's effort is into the hands of Pintea. That wasn't the highlight either, was it? It wasn't. Zawari gets the ball from the keeper. Now Bean, Captain Bean, forward, tries to find Allen and does manage to get over Guinido's head. Allen's in on goal. Majecki makes a superb save. And surely the highlight's done. It's not carrying on for another chance. Half-time, it is 0-0. We should be winning this game. We really should be winning this game. We've had the chances. We just need to take one of them. We're going to go straight into the second half. Jim Gregg probably shouldn't be playing. He's been told he should only play 45 minutes. He's now on 55. Well, Jim Gregg has got a 6.5 after his little appearance at the end of the season. We're going to do Gregg off for Cameron. We're also going to do Moreno off for Stulic. And we'll put you back to an inside forward on attack, because that's what you were originally doing. I don't understand why my wingers don't seem to work half the time. Sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're terrible. If everything stays this way, because Villa are drawing with Leicester, it is 2-2, even though it says it's 2-1 in the bottom, it means we are going to move up and finish in 11th place regardless of drawing here, sorry. Stulic headed effort straight into the hands of Majecki. Don't think that was a highlight, was it? It was not. The ball's kicked upfield. Mamani tries to get it through. What are we doing? Calvo goes for a long ranger. Doesn't manage to get it past the defender. Aspria collects. He's got 3 Dover players on him. Cozza's ball forward. Lambert's there on the volley. He was offside anyway. Still 0-0. If the final game of the season ends in a 0-0 draw, I'm not going to be best pleased. Hudson's collected it on the left. The future signing. crosses it in, finds Stulic, and Stulic cannot... How have you missed that? That was easier to get on target. Into the final 15, and it is looking like it's going to be a 0-0 draw. Our XG is 1.5 currently. I hate XG. It makes you think you're playing better than you actually are. Santalan's going to come on for Rory Allen. That is our last substitution that we can do, but I don't think it's really going to mean much. Majecki with a goal kick, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and I feel like Burnley are going to score. Ball zone through, finds Scott on the left-hand side, 3-4-5, maybe in the box for Burnley, crosses in, ball zone collects it back to Lambert, tries to find Davidson at the back post, and it is 1-0 to Burnley. Not going to lie, the end of the season for us was absolutely appalling, wasn't it? Also, he was offside. That goal shouldn't have counted. Ball zone was offside. Darko with a corner for us. Are we going to get ourselves a late equaliser? Elliott's hit the bar now. How have we not scored in this game? How have we not scored a goal in this game? We have got 30 seconds. Burnley with a goal kick. I imagine they're just going to try and run down the clock as much as they possibly can. Lambert chests it down inside his own half. Gets round the corner though. Loses out to Barton, who kicks it off for a throw. It's got to be over. Well, that is probably the worst end to a season that we've had, despite the fact that we've just finished, I guess, 12th place now. I mean, I'm going to throw a water bottle. We should have won that. We definitely should have won that game. We were the better team, and we lost against a relegated Burnley. And we've dropped down to 13th. We could have finished 11th, and we've dropped down to 13th place. That has probably cost us, what, £12 million? Something like that? Just through prize money? That's not good. So we picked up £15 million, which is very helpful because we are we were in debt. We were actually in debt, not by a lot, £500,000, but yeah, we were technically in debt. Bunch of things happening. Liverpool are champions on the final game of the season. Did they need to win? They beat Brighton. Man United beat Watford, just in case you were interested. Villa are in the Europa League and are relegated. There is a championship team playing in Europe next year. That'll be fun. End of season awards. I'm hoping our transfer business was a little bit better than last year. Yes, it was. They've gone for Pinteira's signing in the season. A B-. I mean, he's been good, hasn't he? He's been very good. He hasn't scored, apparently. That's important to know. How many clean sheets? 5. He has conceded nearly 60 goals this season. He has conceded 62 in all competitions. And that's what I mean by we probably need to get ourselves a solid defence. Hudson was a B- because we're signed. That's Pinteira. What's happened there? I just clicked on Hudson. So Babovic, C. He did all right. Didn't play a lot. Soma, I think Soma could be an absolute gem in a few years' time. Brett Lyons, 1 goal. That's all we really cared about, really, from Brett Lyons. Zuari, much like Soma, I think he's going to be superb in a few seasons' time. He is a Wonderkid now as well, which is good to see. Villamayor, again, I think he's good. I think there's definitely something there. Maybe he shouldn't be playing for us because he's not going to get the game time. If he played for a lower side, maybe a top-end championship side, he'd get very good. Barton on a permanent deal after all those loan deals. Volpe, who hasn't been very good. Coadio, again, think he's going to be a world beater. And then Stulic. Stulic was, I mean, he scored a lot. He got 6 goals, 7 assists. Actually a good return. Hudson, 3 goals and 1 assist, joining on a permanent deal as well. The Bourne are happy with our 13th place finish in a fight bravely against relegation season. The end of season form there is awful, but we did play Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester City and Spurs. So you'd argue you kind of have to expect we were going to do that. And we don't talk about the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Finances, it's a bit all over the place, isn't it? It's a bit up, it's a bit down. We've got a lot more sponsorship. I don't know where that 20 million extra has come from, but I'm not going to complain. Prize money has gone up because we finished higher up in the table, but everything else seems to have dropped a bit. We've also got Darko, Alan Soma, Santalan and Villamayor being the top shirt sellers, which is a bit strange. There you can see the best 11. I mean, the only real question mark there is Connor Cameron, but we still don't have a good left back. This is something that we are struggling to get. Babovic and Zawari in the middle of defence. I can understand it. It makes sense. Babovic is probably a better centre-back than Soma is. Elliott and Bean. Darko, 18 assists and 11 goals. Moreno with 20 goal contributions as well. Rory Allen getting, 17 goals, 6 assists. Santalan, 12 goals and 4 assists as well. Didn't play as much. I think he picked up a kind of serious injury for a few months. So yeah, that's why he's not got as many games. But the goals are fine. It's the defending that's the problem. And he actually did it. Darko actually broke the record for most assists in a Premier League season, beating Bruno Fernandes from 7 years ago in-game, something like that. So, I mean, that's impressive. I nearly sold Darko for about £12 million. I'm glad I've kept him. Next season, what do they want us to do? Avoid relegation. Shouldn't be a problem. Also, build a new stadium. That is still ongoing. There's been no news. We're just trying to find land, I guess, to build it. Another bit of good news as well. Afonso Soma wins Young Player of the Year as well. So we'll give you a little pat on the back, fella. Well done. You seem to appreciate that. And pressing continue once, we have some very big news. Also, Duncan Elliott's happy that he's playing as a ball in a midfielder. That's fair enough. We've got £43 million to spend, which I don't know how much of that we're looking to really spend. We just need defenders. That has to be the summer signings. 2 really good quality centre-backs. But this is the big news. The Chris Kinnear Stadium. Chris Kinnear? Who's Chris Kinnear when he's at home? Apparently, he was the manager from 2012 or 2013 to 2018. 208 matches. Points per match, 1.53. Thank you very much, Transfermarkt. It should be the Stuart Pearce Stadium. I'm sorry, it should be my stadium. And also our youth category has also increased, which is actually massive, because we should now be getting in some of the very best young players, which is something we have failed miserably to do throughout the entirety of this save. That is going to do it for this episode and this season. It's a nice short one because, like I said, I wasn't expecting fireworks. I wasn't expecting to be in a relegation scrap. We've avoided that. I wasn't expecting to be pushing from Europe. We've avoided that as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Stick all your comments down in the comment section below about what we should do in the summer when it comes to transfers. And I will see you in Season 14. We might only have 2 years left of our time in Dover. Thanks for watching.